Pepperoni Pizza Pockets. I'm using leftover ingredients I had in my freezer, only a couple ingredients, and you'll have a delicious, quick, easy snack or meal. These come together in about 30 minutes total. I'm using pepperoni, leftover pizza, marinara sauce, and some cheese I had in the freezer. If you want to see how I made these, keep watching. Okay, let me show you the ingredients for pepperoni pizza hot pockets. I'm going to be using Puff Pastry. I only have one sheet, and as you'll see as I show you the ingredients, I've got like some thrown together stuff cleaning out my refrigerator. I got some mozzarella and provolone cheese. I also have some mozzarella cheese, a little bit left in that package. Some leftover pepperoni that I have. I'm going to season it. I've got some fennel seed, some Italian seasoning, some leftover sauce. As you see, it's been opened. That's Prego roasted garlic and herb, some olive oil. I don't think I'm gonna use olive oil. I've got one egg to brush the top to make it nice and pretty. And then I've got some Parmesan Reggiano Parmesan cheese. Yeah, I'm not gonna use the olive oil. I didn't have egg earlier, I had to run to the store. So welcome to my channel Quick, Easy Weeknight Meals. For people who don't like to cook, I'm gonna get you guys back in the kitchen making delicious meals quick, fast, and in a hurry. So I've got my baking sheet with parchment paper. I'm going to get a little bit of flour out because I don't know if I'm going to make 4 or 6 of these. So let me turn the camera around. Let's get cooking. Also, I have my oven preheating to 350 degrees. Okay, I got a little bit of flour here I'm going to put out just to keep this from sticking to my parchment paper. Not much. And this is defrosted in the refrigerator. You do not want to defrost this on the counter. You want to definitely defrost it in the refrigerator because this stuff turns into glue once it gets too warm. And if that happens to you, put it back in the freezer and let it refreeze again. So I'm just unwrapping this and laying this out. And I read that if it starts to, separate, to just take your fingers in a little water and pinch it together. So what I think I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to make 6 of these. They're not going to be very big. I'm just going to cut on the seams here, as you see, as it's already cut. And then I'm just going to cut down the middle. And that will give me 6 of these little pizza pockets. Yeah, those of you who know me, welcome back. I upload 2 videos a week and I always include an inspirational quote and tell a controversial joke. I'm trying to get you guys cooking for people like myself who don't like to cook, and get you back doing something that you prefer to do besides cooking. I don't have any kids, but a lot of people have to come home and prepare meals and get stuff ready for their families. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some pizza sauce to the middle of these. Well, it's only going to be 3 of them because I'm going to put tops on them. I apologize. I forgot to tell you that because I only had one packet of Puff Pastry, and I'm just trying to use up stuff to keep from throwing it out and it going bad. I'm going to shake some Italian seasoning on there, and we love fennel. Fennel gives it a nice a nice pizza flavor. So that's the fennel. And then I have Parmesan Reggiano that I keep in the freezer, and put a little bit of that in there for extra flavor. And then I have my pepperoni. It's not a full package, but I wanted to go ahead and use this up so it wouldn't go bad. So inside each one, I'm just gonna pack it with some pepperoni. And I apologize, you may hear my oven beep. I set it at 350 to get warm. And then I'm going to add this provolone and mozzarella cheese to this because I have it and it's left over. Trying not to let it go to waste. And these should cook for about 15 to 20 minutes in the oven. Pretty cheesy. Then I'm going to put the top on here and put the top on this one, and then put the top on that one. Then I'm going to take my fork and crimp the edges of this to try and keep most of the filling from coming out during cooking. I thought this would be a quick, easy weeknight meal or a snack or something you could make and take for lunch. And I've really packed these so it is oozing out, which is not a big deal. Turn this so you can see. Last one. So you can make your own hot pockets at home. You can add green peppers, onions, ham, whatever you have. I just happen to have pepperoni. So now I'm going to take my egg wash. This is just one egg mixed with some water. And brush it on top. This will make them really pretty when they cook. Give it a nice glossy sheen. That's my oven. I apologize. And I'm going to add a little bit more seasoning on top just to make them look pretty. And a couple more pieces of pepperoni so you know what's in there. That one's kind of fat. And a little extra cheese on top. Not much, just a couple pieces. Easy cleanup. For those of you like myself who don't like a lot of mess, this one's trying to stick a little bit. Carefully lift that up. And this last one came right up. There you have it. So I'm going to put these in the oven at 350 degrees and watch them for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, I'm going to take them out of the oven. It's been about 15 minutes. Show you what they look like. Let me turn the camera around. There you have it, pepperoni pizza pockets in under 30 minutes, well under 30. That took about 15-20 minutes in the oven at 350 degrees. And you see they're all cooked. They didn't spill out too bad. So those that know me, welcome back. Everybody knows I upload 2 videos a week and I always include an inspirational quote and tell a controversial joke. So let me get everything set up, turn the camera around, and tell you guys my joke. An older couple were lying in bed one night. The husband was falling asleep, but the wife was in a romantic mood and wanted to talk. She said, "You used to hold my hand when we were courting." Wearily, he reached across, held her hand for a second, then tried to get back to sleep. A few minutes later, she said, "Then you'd kiss me." Mildly irritated, he reached across, gave her a peck on the cheek, and settled down to sleep again. 30 seconds later, she said, "Then used to bite my neck." Angrily, he threw back the covers and got out of bed. "Where are you going?" she asked. He said, "I'm going to get my teeth." See, that's a great long marriage. Blessed to hopefully be married that long. I've been married for over 30 years. I want to thank you guys for watching. More importantly, please like, subscribe, and share, and comment. I was trying to respond to each and every one of my comments. Give this recipe a try. I was just cleaning out my freezer and my refrigerator, trying to repurpose a lot of food that I had because I try not to waste any food.
and I try and put you guys up on quick, fast, easy meals to get you back to your normal life if you don't like cooking like myself. So have a good evening. Thanks for watching. God bless, and I hope to see you on the next one.